I'd like to just have him come up and say a few words. Thank you. I know how this goes.
Thanks, Blaine. See, I got my towel. Nice. Yes. All right, my job is to, first of all, get through this. Try to make it happen. Good luck, that's all I gotta say. But I'm gonna try. You know, this is overwhelming. You know, to have such a wonderful occasion to see such unbelievable people show up. You know, it's funny when you sit back and just take it all in and you just watch wrestlers walk into a wrestling room. It's kind of a funny little treat to have that you can just tell a wrestler. I don't care how old they are. They wrestled here probably 20 years ago and they know this guy, they know that guy. But every wrestler walk in there and they got a little smile, you know, and they know what that smile's about. You know, they've been in this room, they were either sweating or cursing or big match day or something didn't go great or something went so unbelievably awesome. But they have those memories in their head. Right now we have that little fraternity right now and I kind of just felt, and I'm sure all you wrestlers are feeling it too, when you just see the people walking in and the old guys, the young guys, the guys that put on 40, 50 pounds from their champion weight classes. And it is such a blessing to be here around you people. So I want to just thank you just for coming. The wall turned out awesome. You know, Jack would be sitting right here right now, wouldn't he? Just loving the part, doing this little whistle thing probably, or coming up with some sort of comment, but he would be so happy because he wanted this thing from day one. And, you know, basically the goal was to get everybody together to kind of, and this was Jack's idea, to honor wrestling and honor Council Rock wrestling, not only North, but just Council Rock wrestling in general. And we're doing that right now. We're honoring great wrestlers. We're kind of in the shadow of greatness right now. And in the shadow of Jack. So, I got this. So I'm going to just tell you a story about how this started. So we all know Jack was the Booster Club president, and one of his best strengths, we all know this, total idea man. He always had the greatest ideas. Can't tell you how many times he'd walk in this room. He'd give me his exact quotes was, V, I got a great idea. Got a great idea. And he'd walk over and he'd tell me some idea about either running districts or starting something. And he always wanted to build this wall. And of course, he always brought these ideas up at the worst possible time. You know, he'd walk in and right before a big match, or maybe it was the week of districts, or, you know, right before something, and he would be walking around planning something, and I would, of course, do my best to appease him, and then say, all right, Jack, we'll talk about it. You know, we got some work to do here, and eventually the season would end, and things would move on, and of course, we would never get this wall built. But we always talked about it. So, things happen, as we know, and needless to say, we didn't get the wall built. In life, things happen. We can't predict, we can't change, we just know. So we said, you know what? Once he left us, let's build this thing. So we had a meeting, and this is where Blaine comes in. Every idea needs a point guy. You know, every idea needs a guy that's going to grab the ball and run, and that was Blaine Seipler. He was absolutely awesome. He made committees and meetings and designing and met the guy to build the thing. Everything, he thought of everything. He was amazing. He amazed me with this. And he gave me the job of fundraising. I don't know what the heck to do. So we decided to sit down and have meetings, and we created this infamous Facebook page that I guess we all know about. Little do we know, I knew nothing about Facebook. I knew nothing about anything to do with some of those websites. And as you guys all know, that's a lot going on that site, and this guy popping here, and I had to create this site to say, all right, maybe we can figure out how to raise some money with this site. Maybe we can throw it out there. I didn't know. I didn't know how this was going to work. And Blaine had to help us out getting that little PayPal thing and this and that. Next thing you know, 3 weeks later, it's up and running. And next thing I know, it just started pouring in. You guys. Out of nowhere. 3 weeks, we raised the money. Blew me away. I couldn't believe it happened that fast. So that's a credit to you guys. So I'm going to just say thank you to Blaine. Thank you to the Booster Club and the committee. You did such an awesome job. Thank you to every single person that showed up tonight to honor Jack. You know, thank you to people that donated. Thank you to everybody. Because Jack is smiling right now. So this was his vision. We pulled it off. We are now here to celebrate Jack. And I'm just going to leave you with one of Jack's sayings that always stuck with me. Something I think we should strive for. He said this many times to me. You make a difference. One kid. One person. It's worth it. Thanks, Jack.